There is no more time to waste. Time is evaporating like a creek in the desert. That's why it's okay to be cruel to yourself as long as you realize you are doing it for the better. Analyze your schedule, discard your empty habits, burn the crap and see what's left. Everyone fails sometimes. Life shouldn't be fair, and it shouldn't conform to any of your ideas. From that point on, I brainwash myself into craving discomfort. If it rains, I go for a run. Whenever it starts snowing, my brain says, put on your damn running shoes. Sometimes I'm scared and have to face it in front of the accountability mirror. But facing the mirror and myself motivates me to fight through the uncomfortable experience. As a result, I become stronger, and my resilience helps me achieve my goals. The 5th century BC philosopher Heraclitus put it well when he described men on the battlefield. Out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't be on the battlefield at all. 80 are just cannon fodder, and 9 are real fighters. We are lucky to have them, because they are the reason for the battle. But only that unique person can be called a warrior. Always be willing to be ignorant and be the idiot in class again, because it's the only way to expand your knowledge and your body of work. It's the only way to expand your mind. Buddha once said, "Life is bitter." I am not a Buddhist, but I know what he meant. You also know that in order to survive in this world, we must face humiliation, broken dreams, sadness, and loss. This is natural. The more you can do to get out of that feel-good zone, the stronger your mind becomes. It's not fun, but now my brain is used to it. The worst thing a person can do is to be civilized. Become a barbarian and live your life your way. You may lose the battle in the morning, but don't lose the war in the day. Many of us don't know that there is another world because it is on the other side of suffering. This is the real growth of life. People take self-help classes, mental toughness classes, breath control classes, and the only way to become stronger is to put yourself in a hellish situation. You can surpass anything that doesn't kill you. It's important to do your best when you're most ready to give up, because it helps you strengthen your will. In the same way, you should do your best when you're least motivated. A warrior is not the one with the gun. The greatest war you will ever fight is between your ears. It is in your heart. We are all fighting a war of the heart. We must awaken our hearts to win this war. The human body is capable of and can accomplish far more than most of us can imagine, and it all begins and ends in the mind. Life is one big mind game, and the only person you have to play against is yourself. Keep at it, and soon you will find that the things you thought were impossible to do will become something you do every day of your life. No matter who you are, who your parents are or were, where you live, what you do for a living, or how much money you have, you may be living at about 40% of your true ability. If you keep doing what you already know how to do, you will never learn anything. You have to be willing to go to war with yourself and create a whole new identity. From the moment you were born and took your first breath, you have the right to die. You are also qualified to find your greatness and become the only warrior on the battlefield. Now, it's so easy to be great because most people are weak. The only way to do good work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. You have to grow calluses on your brain just like you grow calluses on your hands, through pain and suffering to hone your mind. Life, the most brutal endurance sport. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. There is no gift in life as unnoticed or as inevitable as failure. Failure is the ultimate teaching tool. Helping others is more than an obligation. It's a responsibility. It's a privilege that gives me purpose in life and drives me to be better every day. The most important conversation you have is the one you have with yourself. If you live a life that's so comfortable and soft, you're in danger of dying without ever realizing your true potential. If you can get through the things you hate doing, greatness is on the other side. Fear is my ultimate guide. Don't be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, and make it better. Suffering is a test, nothing more than that. Suffering is the real test of life. We're either getting better or we're getting worse. Pain opens a secret door to the mind, a gateway to peak performance and beautiful silence. Our culture has become obsessed with speed and efficiency. Everyone is looking for a simple algorithm of action that yields the most bang for the buck with the least amount of effort. Admittedly, if you're lucky, this attitude may give you some semblance of success, but it won't make you mentally tough or give you mastery. If you want to master your mind, you have to become addicted to hard work, because passion and obsession, even talent, are only useful tools if you have the right work attitude to back them up. When you think you're done, your body is only 40% done. That's the limit we set for ourselves. Things won't always go your way, so don't get caught up in the idea that just because you've imagined a possibility for yourself, you deserve it. That self-righteous thinking is a recipe for disaster. Cut it off. Don't focus on what you think you deserve. Aim for what you would like to win. We all need little sparks in our lives, little achievements to fuel the big ones. Use your little achievements as kindling. When you want to light a bonfire, you don't start with a big log. You gather some witch's hair, a little pile of hay, or some dead grass. Once that's lit, you add little sticks and big sticks, and then you add the stumps to the fire. Because it's those little sparks that start the little flames that eventually create enough heat to burn down the whole damn forest. In the military, we always say we don't perform to the level we're expected to perform to. We only perform to the level we're trained to perform to. Remember, no one will come to help you. No one will come to save you. It's not just a matter of the mind. It takes relentless self-discipline. Schedule suffering into your day. I thought I solved a problem, but I was actually creating a new one. I took the path of least resistance. You have to be not only motivated, but also driven. You have to be so obsessed that people think you are a fucking lunatic. Tell yourself the truth. You've wasted enough time. You still have dreams that require courage to realize, so don't die like a piece of trash. We live in a world of insecurity and jealousy. Some of these people are our best friends. They are related by blood. Our failures scare them, as do our successes. Because when we surpass what we once thought was possible, break through our own limits, become stronger, our light reflects away all the walls they have built around them. Your light allows them to see the outlines of their own cages, their own self-limitations. But if they are truly the strong people you always thought they were, their jealousy will evolve, and soon their imaginations will leap outside the walls, and it will be their turn to change for the better. Be ready to adjust, recalibrate, and persevere, become better in some way. We all have the ability to create something from nothing. What is more contagious than a good attitude is a bad attitude. My happiness is my reflection on the sufferings in my life journey. I know that I have never given up and have never been guided by anyone in this world.